Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Scandinavian style home. It's going to be sort of a tiny home and it's kind of like minimalistic, so there's not like a lot of clutter or anything. I really like building modern style homes as well as tiny homes, so Scandinavian style homes, certain ones kind of fit the way that I like to build. So I decided I'd give it a try, and here where I was making a second floor, I actually ended up deleting that later, and I use just a roof up there and make the floor up there like into a bedroom. I put a ladder up like on the bottom floor so you can get your sim can get up to the top floor, and I did player test it. It works. There's a bed up there that works as well, so that was awesome. I actually saw this house after I did like a little Google search, so if you're ever like doing a Google search for a Scandinavian like tiny home, you might actually find this on there. So I know this is weird, but the doorway to the bathroom is an open doorway, and that's just because that's the way it was in the house that I found when I did my Google search. I thought it was weird too, but I had an open doorway, so I just figured I would roll with it and keep it the same way that it was. And so here I was just trying to figure out what countertops I wanted, what appliances I wanted. I was having a little bit of trouble deciding what layout I wanted. I was, like I said, going off of some Google images, and it did have some pictures of the inside as well, but I didn't really like the way that that kitchen was set up, so I ended up just kind of doing my own thing. I was having a little trouble, like I said, but I think here in just a few seconds we're going to get our general layout. Yeah, because then I put an island right there with a little bar stool in a minute. That way the sim can have somewhere to eat as well as prepare food. Putting in a little trash can because a lot of times I usually forget to put in a trash can, so I was thinking about it and I went ahead and did it. And now I'm just trying to get like a little vent hood for the stove. I always use that same exact one. I barely ever use any of the other ones, but I just feel like they don't fit under the cabinets that well, and I usually like to put the vent hood under a cabinet or something. I don't know why, it just looks better like that to me. But now we're moving on to the living room. It's going to be pretty simple, just one little couch with a little like area rug, small coffee table. I believe that coffee table's from Tiny Living, so it worked out really good because this is a tiny home. And then those paintings that I put on that wall, I'm actually pretty obsessed with those. I don't know why, they're just so simple and they look so sleek. But now I'm just trying to put some finishing touches on the bottom floor, trying to put a little bit of decorations. Even though it is a minimal Scandinavian house, I still wanted just a little bit of decoration. So I put that plant on the coffee table, that little pop of purple, and the green in it kind of ties in with the pictures on the back wall. And I did put a bookshelf there, but then I realized later that I was going to put my ladder there to go upstairs, so I had to take the bookshelf out later. So that'll be gone and a ladder will be there eventually. And so now I'm just going in and trying to put a TV in the room because, you know, your sim's gonna get way too bored if they don't have a TV or a computer or something. And I don't know what was going on there. I was trying to do the thing where you move the object up on the wall, but for some reason I was having trouble and the camera kept doing weird things. And then I think around here is where I decide to do something else with the top floor, where I just completely take the top floor off and put a roof there. So if you're interested in downloading this and playing with your Sims in it, or just renovating it or something, I will have it uploaded to the gallery. My username is JulzieAnna, JulzieAnna, and I will try to have it linked in the description like I did in my last video. So now I'm just trying to figure out the exterior of the building. The picture that I found, it was like completely black, but the shades of black with like the roof and the trim and the windows and the like the paneling on the outside, it just wasn't all matching, so I was trying to just find something that looked a little bit better, and I think I ended up going with what's there now. And then I'm just adding a little bit of detail to the roof with like a little chimney. Even though we don't have a fireplace, you can still add detail even if you don't have one. So now I'm just adding like a little porch area. We're not going to fence it in or anything. We're just going to put some steps leading up to it. I just thought it would be cute and minimalistic just to have a plain little porch right there. So right now what I'm doing is adding another section of the roof so that I can put a glass roof on there, because I wanted it to be glass roof. That way, you know, you can see your sim going up there. Now when you're playing on this lot, you do have to put walls down so you can like select the bed or whatever you want to do up there. Unfortunately it doesn't work whenever the roof is up, but that's okay. It doesn't really bother me that bad, because really, you know, your sim's only going to sleep up there, so they're not going to spend that much time up there. But like I was saying earlier, I did player test this, so you can go up the ladder, you can walk on the floor up there, and you can sleep in the bed up there. It all works perfectly fine. So now I'm moving on to the bathroom. That's the last piece of the downstairs that we have to do before we move on to the exterior, landscaping, because we already did most of the exterior. But I'm just trying to find some color schemes that go well together and kind of find an aesthetic that matches the rest of the house. So now I believe we're about to move on to landscape and stuff. So at first when I started building this, I had the idea of putting a lot of trees behind it and making it look like it was in a forest. But I just felt like where the lot was at, I don't know, it just didn't really look like it could be in a forest. So I decided to go against that. And I'm just putting some grass and bushes and stuff around the perimeter of the porch just to kind of make it look full, have a little bit of greenery so it's not so bare. And now I'm just adding some terrain paint. I think I actually end up erasing all of that and redoing it because I just thought that it looked a little bit too harsh. But I know I'm not the best at landscaping, but one tip that I do have to make the outside of your builds look better is to use terrain paint. At least use the dirt like around the perimeter of your house, anywhere you put trees or bushes. I just think that it adds so much more dimension and it makes it look so much better. And then I couldn't figure out what to do right there on the back of the house. I did try to do like the fence that's a bush, but I didn't end up liking it. So I just put a trash can back there and then lined it with bushes and those small trees like I did the rest of the porch. So yeah, I think that's gonna be about it for the speed builds. We're gonna jump into the screenshots. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.